Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, July 18. The Zones of Special Operations, ZOSOs, in Mount Salem and Denham Town are having a spin-off positive effect on national security across the island. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made that assertion yesterday as he successfully moved 2 resolutions in Parliament to extend both ZOSOs by a further 60 days.
There are growing assurances of the permanency of peace, which the residents of these affected communities have been perennially yearning. That peace, Mr. Speaker, is also having a positive impact on the entire country. As a point of fact, there are overall reductions in homicides, and particularly firearm-related incidents.
The extensions begin after the current operation expires on September 4 for Mount Salem and August 16 for Denham Town. This will be the 6th extension for the Mount Salem zone and the 5th for Denham Town. The House of Representatives also approved an extension to the state of public emergency in St. James, which would otherwise come to an end on August 6. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has pledged central government support for strengthening accountability systems at local authorities across the island. Asserting that local government institutions have a direct impact on citizens' quality of life, Mr. Holness says his administration will ensure that they operate at the highest standards. This, he says, is not limited to applying sanctions against those municipalities which are found to have mismanaged their responsibilities.
Accountability goes through several phases. The ultimate phase is sanction. That if something goes wrong in the administration of the delegated authority that you have an obligation to report, but you also have a duty to correct and to prevent the reoccurrence of the error or maladministration.
Prime Minister Holness was speaking Tuesday at the start of a 3-day local governance conference in St. James. Meanwhile, Portfolio Minister Desmond McKenzie says the conference will sharpen local government representatives' management skills. Mr. McKenzie says it's critical for municipal corporations to be exposed to best practices, as they are responsible for 75% of the services offered on the island.
We are responsible for roads, minor water supply, garbage collection, street lights, cemeteries, public recreation, markets, butcher license, you name it. All of these services require the input of local government.
The 3-day local governance conference is being held under the theme Strengthening Responsiveness and Accountability within the Local Governance Framework. It covers a range of sessions including disaster response, relief management, solid waste disposal, finance, and municipal authorities' impact on the national growth agenda. The state, through the Minister of Local Government, has apologized to St. James residents who have been impacted by a fire at the retirement landfill. The fire, which started on Saturday, is believed to be the work of arsonists. Residents of communities surrounding the landfill have complained of smoke nuisance. Minister Desmond McKenzie says the 3-day local governance conference, now on in St. James, will be used to improve local authorities' response to issues such as this. He apologized for the inconvenience and pledged to do more to secure the island's landfills.
The government, through NPM, through the National Solid Waste Management Authority, has taken the necessary steps. And the CEO of the National Solid Waste Management Authority is here, and I want to commend him and the staff for the work that they have undertaken, including the Jamaica Fire Brigade, to bring the fire under control.
Government will be spending $40,000 to provide additional tablets to teachers involved in its science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM program.
So ensure that the next generation is equipped with knowledge and the means to apply STEM. And it goes back to what I started out with. For us to achieve that objective, we have to ensure that we equip our teachers to be able to transmit knowledge.
The Science and Technology Minister says the Universal Service Fund has approved financial support for the STEM tablet project. He was speaking at Tuesday's opening ceremony of the Excellence in STEM Experimental Education Workshop. The 5-day workshop is being held under the theme Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics, a New Pedagogical Approach. It aims to equip educators with the latest teaching-related tools and skills to foster a love for STEM subjects among their students. And finally, 3,000 young persons are to participate in the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development's Youth Summer Employment Program. Portfolio Minister Desmond McKenzie says 500 more youth are being engaged in the second year of the program, which will be launched on August 9. The young people will be contracted to conduct audits of streetlights and trade license permits over a 4-week period.
Based on the audit that was done last year, we were in a better position to argue our case with the Jamaica Public Service Company as it relates to the amount of streetlights that are working across the country.
Each councillor will be able to recommend 15 individuals, while mayors will propose 25 persons for the program. The ministry's summer program falls under the Housing Opportunity Production and Employment HOPE program, which provides educational and job opportunities for young people aged 18 to 24 years old. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.